Wow, guys, yet another epic display of dominance by the mighty Springboks. Wow, wow, wow. As you can see behind me, the score here 67-30 by the Springboks. I don't think anyone could have really foreseen this score line before the game, to be honest. I don't know if you foresaw it, but I honestly don't think anyone, foresaw it. Before the game, we all thought it was going to be quite a close game. Of course, Argentina has been playing quite well of late. They defeated the New Zealanders recently in New Zealand. Of course, they've beaten South Africa before, so we thought it was going to be quite a close game. But wow, what a display of dominance, particularly in the second half. The first half was quite close, but the second half was almost similar to what happened 2 or 3 weeks ago in New Zealand, Wellington, where the Springboks really just got into third and fourth and fifth gear in the second half. So it was quite unprecedented. But we have to say one man really stood out above the rest, and that was the man of the match, Sacha Feinberg Mngomezulu. What a player. I mean, from the beginning when he came onto the scene, I'm talking the Springbok scene, we knew that this guy, he came against the New Zealand game. He displayed great qualities where we could see that this guy is a star. But yesterday, he really just solidified everything. And I think it was good for him because, in previous games, you saw that, I think against Australia, he struggled a bit. There were games where, he kind of showed his weaknesses, which of course he's just a human being. But I think yesterday he showed that the hype is real, the hype is deserved. He is an incredible player. The way he led the team in that number 10 jersey, like he really took it upon his shoulders to say, I'm going to direct this train, and we have to say 37 points that he scored individually. That is the highest amount of points that any individual South African player has scored in one match, which is quite incredible. Which, if you think about it, we've got the likes of Brian Habana, Percy Montgomery, all these great players before him, Nas Bueta, but he literally just set a record for the most amount of points scored in one match. That is quite incredible. That is something to be proud of. And I think every Springbok player, every Springbok fan right now is just ecstatic, because after yesterday, we are well on track. I don't want to get ahead of myself to say, we're going to win the rugby championship, but we're definitely in a good position to do so. I was reading some of the stats in terms of what it would take for New Zealand to win. New Zealand would have to beat Australia by more than 100 points, and we would have to not win by a bonus point for them to win. So it's quite unlikely, but let's see what next week holds. But yeah, incredible display by Sacha Feinberg. And I think even just the rest of the team, it wasn't just Sacha Feinberg. I think the whole team really came together. Yesterday there was quite a bizarre incident. You guys saw it, I'm sure, with Cheslin Kolbe, where he dotted the ball, and instead of passing, I think he wanted to pass Willemse, instead of passing him, he drop kicked it to him. Argentina collected the ball and scored, So it was quite bizarre in the sense that, a lot of people felt like it was not unsportsmanlike by Argentina to take advantage of that. You guys tell me what you think. But it actually was a try. Because had Cheslin Kolbe just passed it or maybe just kicked it, it would be fine. But the fact that he drop kicked it, it ended up being a try. With that being said, I like how Rassie responded to questions about that. He called it a brain fart, which is quite hilarious. But really what he was saying is like, look, it was a mistake. He's a human being. And compared to everything that Kolbe has done for South Africa, you really can't hold it against him. You really can't hold it against him. I mean, even in yesterday's match, he scored what was, arguably the best try of the match yesterday, even after that situation. Okay, it's quite neck and neck between his try and Sacha's try, because his try, Sacha kicked it across the field, Kolbe caught it in perfect precision and scored the try. But even there, Sacha was involved, but of course, Sacha's individual try where he kicked and chased and went to score across the try line, that was also incredible. But all that to say, I guess it's good to see even Kolbe making mistakes, just to show how human he is. And we really should not hold it against him. He's probably going to make more mistakes. So will Sacha. But it's just clear that the Springboks are on another level. It will be interesting to see what changes they make, if any, going into next week's match. Of course, Argentina will be playing the Springboks in Twickenham, so it won't be in Argentina. We expect a lot of London, fans, in terms of Springbok fans in London, rather, but it's going to be interesting. I don't think Argentina is going to go down without a fight, even though statistically speaking, it's almost impossible for them to win the rugby championship, but they're such a passionate group of players, and they will likely go down with a point to prove. So the Springboks better get their, mental capacity ready. But let me know what you guys think about yesterday's game. I think it was just an incredible game from both sides. But in the second half, without a doubt, the Springboks dominated. I mean, 67 points to score against Argentina, who have been playing like that. That's quite incredible. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know about what you think about the Kolbe situation, the Kolbe try. And then also let me know about Sacha Feinberg Mngomezulu. Is it okay to compare him to Dan Carter at this stage? Because that's the comparisons that's currently happening. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel, grow this community. I'll see you in the next video.